We are starting a new 10-week cycle on July 8th that will run through September, and it'll include 3 new things, but also include some things that we've done in the past. Before we begin, do us a favor, click like and subscribe. It helps us out and helps support our channel. The focus of the next 10-week cycle is a pretty cool one because it's seasonal. Most people this time of year are getting into the heart of their summer fun activity. That would be stuff like hiking, mountain biking, maybe you're a hunter and you're gonna be out in the field quite a bit. All of that stuff really depends more on stamina and stability to resist fatigue than it does your strength. Yes, we're gonna continue doing 2 strength days per 6-day microcycle, but we're gonna focus the lower body on individual single leg exercises primarily. That doesn't mean that we won't do a back squat. That doesn't mean we won't do a front squat or deadlift, but it does mean that you'll see more repetition with single leg work like lunges, step ups, reverse lunges with weight than you'll see with bilateral exercises. The strength day itself, whether it's upper or lower, you're gonna find that we are not going to follow a linear single movement progression. In other words, we're not gonna do a 5-3-1 program where we only bench press. Instead, we're gonna go back to a more varied application of strength. So you're gonna see shoulder press for some days on the upper body day, bench press or incline bench press on another day. The lower body exercises might be a reverse lunge with a back rack, or it might be a back squat. It may be a sumo deadlift. It may even be a single leg deadlift. What you can plan to see is varied repetitions, varied movements. That's what we're excited about for this next one. In addition to that, we're gonna introduce a little bit more tempo work on those strength days. The reason for that is when you apply a tempo to a strength exercise, it can improve body position. If I take a front squat and I put the bar on the front rack, but I have a difficult time maintaining my knee position as I descend into a front squat, when you apply a tempo, let's say 2 seconds down, 2 seconds hold, and then fast up with a 1-second rest on the top, I can focus more on my knee positioning because it's lighter weight and slower movement than if I were just slamming my butt to the ground and standing back up. You'll see a little bit more tempo work in our strength days, and I'm excited about that. Second, during the next 10-week cycle, we are going to include 8 hero workouts. Now, some of these hero workouts are workouts that we've all tried in the past, but I'm trying to select some that make sense with the programming, number one, so that there's not a bunch of repetitious movements throughout the week, but also ones that people have not done in the past or that are very unique in their structure. Look forward to those. There's gonna be 8 hero workouts, slightly different, but you know how those hero workouts go. They're generally grinders and they're generally longer in duration. The last thing that we have to look forward to is a change to our accessory work, and it's gonna be targeted bodybuilding. We've done accessory work for ages, since we've started the Train for the Win program. We're gonna switch from what's called a PPL split, which is push, pull, and lower body exercises, to a traditional bro split. And why? It's because the science that's come out recently supports the bro split as being one of the most effective for hypertrophy. We're also going to use the correct sets and reps to induce hypertrophy, but not necessarily go under or over those sets or reps. We're gonna use the science to help us build muscle tissue throughout the next 10 weeks. What is a bro split? Basically, what it means is we're gonna isolate individual muscle groups per day. So you'll see a chest day, you'll see a back day, you'll see an arms day, shoulders day, lower body day, abs day. Each of those days will be assigned to a corresponding day of the microcycle. So you'll see that kind of turnover throughout the week. You only do one of those body parts per week because, again, if you do the optimal number of sets and reps, you're gonna see that you're gonna get the most benefit by only doing a body part once per week. Who doesn't love finishing off a session with a lot of cool bodybuilding movements that, you know, frankly, are easier to do. They aren't taxing on your nervous system, and it gets a little bit more work in there in a short period of time. You're gonna see that style of accessory work after each day of training. Over the next 10 weeks, we're excited to have you starting July 8th and running through September. The reason that we chose to kind of change a traditional linear progressive method of strength training, where you do a single movement for 10 weeks, to a more varied format of strength application, is because we're running into the dog days of summer. And what that means is people are on vacation. It means that they're spending more time in the pool, at the pool with the kids, or they're out in the field hunting or riding mountain bikes. Yes, strength is still important, but maybe now is not the best time to commit to a 10-week cycle where if you miss a day, you feel like you've missed your percentages and you can't jump back into the program. That's why we chose the format that we're doing with strength work, and everybody needs a break from repetitious movement so that we can jump back into it and be excited about it in the future. Second thing, everybody loves grinders, so if you miss a workout or two throughout the week due to your vacation, due to a little bit of time off, then you can jump into something like a hero workout and feel like you've still gotten a longer duration of exercise throughout the week than if we're doing real short workouts all the time. Lastly, the accessory exercises. We've gone from a PPL to a bro split, which is always fun. And if you've never done it before, jump in on this one because you can see how we can apply that after each workout. And what you'll see is big time gains in muscle tissue growth, and you'll feel less beat up throughout the week. Tune in, TrainFTW.com, sign up for our 7-week trial. Do us a favor, like and subscribe this video, and we'll see you on the next one.